This is the GuitarMadeEZ.com guitar lesson for the Who's the Seeker. First things first, make sure that your guitar is in standard E tuning. And the song starts off like so. How we play that right there is you gotta know your A chord, you gotta know your D chord, you gotta know your C chord, and you gotta know your G chord. Okay? And all it is basically A, G, D, A, G, D, then open strings, C, open strings, G. So when we look at that, let's throw in the strumming pattern and we'll throw in a couple things that'll make it sound like more like the original recording, okay? So how I strum that is, instead of just strumming A, what I do is I hammer on into A, okay? And I'm only hitting 3 strings. I'm hitting the A, the D, and the G string, okay? A, D, and the G right there. All right? So I'm barring the A chord with my pointer finger. I'm not making an A like this. I'm barring it like that, and I'm hammering on. So down, hammer on, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 down. Then I go G, D. And when I strum the G and the D, what I'm doing is I'm strumming like 4 strings in the G. I'm not strumming the whole G, just these 4. Everywhere, it's the D through the E string, all right? So down strum on that, up strum, make a D and up strum, and hit those 3 strings right there, okay? So this is what it sounds like. This is the first line in the intro. There's 2 lines, okay? So that's the first line. The second line is the same chords, the strumming pattern just changes up just a little bit. But hold on to this strumming pattern because it's going to be the one we use throughout the entire song, okay? So the second strumming pattern is this. It's actually a little bit easier than that first one. So down, hammer on, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, down strum on G, up stroke on D. And that little fill at the end is, or that little thing they do at the end is open strings, C, open strings, G. Now the verse comes in, and the verse is basically the second line of the intro. So all it is now the verse goes into a part where it goes. All right, so you're playing your A. Now you go to A. All right, so I stayed on A, and then I took my fingers off, and I strummed it once open. And now I go to D. And so when I'm on D, I use the same strumming pattern, but instead of switching to the G and the D, I'm going to go to, it's like a C, okay? So I stay on D. And that chord right there, it's basically, it's a C, it's a variation of a C, but it's your middle finger on the 3rd fret A string, pointer finger on the 2nd fret D string, the G rings open, and your ring finger is on the 3rd fret B string. So. Stay on D. Fingers off, then I hammer on into A. Back to our little thing. Take my fingers off A, and then down open strings, C, open strings, G. The next part I'm going to show you is the part that goes like this. It goes. All I did there was I basically started on a D chord. I threw in the little C. Then I go to A. back back to D. Then to E, and I down strum E. For that part, you can kind of strum however you want. I usually use the same strumming pattern that I used in the verse, but you can also do something very basic like this. And the song finishes on this. All it was you strum your A, hammer onto it, take your fingers off, and then you go down, C, open on the down, C on the up, open on the down, G on the up, and then one down strum on A. That's it. I hope you guys have liked this lesson. Please subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, everything out there, all right? Look me up. And if you haven't already, go to My Secret Guitar Tips to download my top secret guitar tips absolutely free. That's my gift to you. And if you'd like me to teach you how to play guitar, please go to teachmeguitar.GuitarMadeEZ.com. And I will see you on the next guitar lesson. Thanks, guys. Keep rocking.